Hi, it's Rob Ragazine again from intuitionbyrob.net. Today we're talking again about Black Friday, but I'm not saying to avoid shopping. Shopping by itself isn't necessarily bad, but we're looking at spending that's empty and mindless. You could instead perhaps look at local shopping where you can support local businessmen, businesswomen, and local businesses and to shop more mindfully. So instead of trying to find that gift for every single person on your list, to perhaps spend more time, be more present with the people in your life rather than trying to give something that's filling a hole to actually be the thing that fills the hole yourself, to be in relationship with that person, to have a true and honest and relationship of integrity, not to be hiding things, but to be sharing and asking for help and truly being in relationship. And I'm also not saying that money is bad. It's what are you going to do with it? How can you lead an expansive life? And you've invested your time and your energy into earning this money, and money could be anything. It could be shells, it could be furs, it could be bitcoins, it could be credit, it could be really almost anything. Beads, shells, furs. It really doesn't matter what it is, or if it's bitcoins, as I already mentioned. All of these things are equating down to time you spent earning it. You've invested yourself in earning it. That's how you could think about it. You've put yourself, your time, your energy, your compassion, your part of your own time that was available to you into earning this money. You could have been out swimming or skating or with friends or doing almost any number of activities, but you spent time earning this money. It still equates to all that time that you spent earning it. You've invested yourself. So what do you want your time to be? It doesn't matter how you think of money. It's something that you've invested yourself in, and now you're using it to bring something new into your life. It's an investment, and you can creatively bring something new in that's going to be satisfying and fulfilling or not. It depends on you. And you're not a bad person by buying something. We're not talking about shame or blame. Again, it goes to compassion, to treat yourself with respect, treat the people that you're buying the things from with respect. So ultimately, it falls down to mindfully doing your shopping. Is this something that's going to allow you to be satisfied in the end and have a feeling that this was time well spent? And you can then start to look at how you're spending your time. Maybe if you're buying these things that are filling up a need of something, for myself, I like the gadgets, as I've talked about before. So instead of that, I've looked at how I can perhaps spend my time learning about something, because the gadgets really kind of cover up and connect to a need to want to learn, to be curious, and to explore. So for me, that equates to learning something like meditation or learning some shamanic skills or something of that nature. So you can do the same thing and start to question what your needs may be covering up. And like me, you can start to spend more time meditating instead of going out shopping or learning some shamanic techniques. And maybe that will start to touch on the wounds and the empty spaces that the purchasing the gadgets or whatever it is covering up. It's not wrong to go out on Black Friday and look for a bargain, but you can also spend some time being in relationship, having compassion for yourself, and starting to look at and be curious about the real needs that are being covered up when we avoid looking at what we're trying to satisfy in our lives by making these purchases. And it doesn't mean that you regret the purchase, but we're simply trying to direct our attention to what might be covered up by our desire to go purchase something that may later be useless to us and we might not even use. So this has been Rob Ragazine with Intuition by Rob.net talking about Black Friday. Please come to the site and talk about what you've learned about yourself and your purchasing and Black Friday. Thank you for listening.